PS
We'll do the
Now.
PlayStation Now talk.
Look at it.
Okay, so we'll go to the article. PlayStation Now is having a download game option. Or at least it was spotted
That's
anyway.
what the rumor is, yeah.
Yeah, game. So basically this is their Game Pass type service where you can... I don't know the price of it, but you can have the PS4, PS3, and PS2 games, whatever's in the library.
Yep, Mortal Kombat 9, John.
Oh, look at that.
NBA 2K16.
Oblivion. I could beat that in 3 hours.
No, Mortal Kombat 9. You can beat that real quick.
Okay, I'll do that then. So anyway, going back to...
I thought it was funny because the article mentions that this is like comparable to a Netflix feature where you can download movies and watch it later offline.
I didn't know
and
you
I had
could
no
even
idea
do
that
that.
was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
You can
Yeah,
download
that's a
movies?
thing?
On Netflix, yeah.
I didn't know you can download movies.
Yeah, Netflix. There's certain ones you can download.
I didn't know
I
that.
think. For sure.
But why? It's just... I guess...
Oh, you want to know what it is, though? It's only a particular... It's like the high tier. Like, you can't do it on, like, the lower tiers.
Oh,
So
wait,
if you're
like
not
a
doing
new
the 4K plan...
Oh, I got you.
okay.
I'm pretty sure
part
that's
of
what
it.
it is, because that's what I have. I have the 4K
So I
tier.
can't do it anyway. That's fine.
Well, that kind of makes sense because I mean, not everyone could, have the option to stream 4K, so it's probably easier for them to download it and then watch after it was downloaded. That way, no hiccups. So, but anyway,
Good God, they have Ape Escape. Two.
Yeah, I mean, see, look, they have greatest hits right here. Maybe I guess they don't want to confuse anybody.
I'm confused.
By saying greatest hits versus the PlayStation. The hell were you just talking about?
So see,
PlayStation greatest
like
hits.
this is wanted. I can add to my list, rate it, or I can actually download it.
Oh,
That's game changer.
well, aren't you fancy pants?
Oh yeah.
I guess that's good for devices and stuff.
Yep.
So you can take it on the go. So you don't have to worry about like road trips and stuff. But anyway,
Jump in.
what do you feel about that? I guess.
Well, I think I've told the story before, like a long time ago. But when I tried the free trial, the week long trial for PlayStation Now, it wouldn't work right because my internet connection wasn't great, according to them. Because my internet was fine.
According to speedtest.net, I was rocking.
But I went into PlayStation Now, tried to play Borderlands 2 or something.
Okay.
And it was like, your connection sucks. I'm closing in 10 seconds. And it just kept closing. I could not play it. So now that I can download it, I can play it without
like
having
I
to
said,
stream.
they didn't say it. It's not official that you can download it yet, but they're saying
They were
that.
saying that it was spotted if I
Yeah,
bring
it
it
was
up.
spotted. I guess
It
I'm
was
gonna do one of the lists.
right here as an option. Return to game, browse game, download game.
So I guess it's coming. They're probably going to try and compete with Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, if it's coming, then that's
Look, you can
good
play your
thing.
Battleborn you're so excited about.
Oh my goodness!
You
Where?
were the only one.
Right there.
Oh, there. I didn't like Battleborn.
I know. Well, then you shouldn't be saying we're going to
Yeah,
not
stop.
play Overwatch and play Battleborn.
Stop.
Why do you
boasting.
think about the things that you say before you
You
say
can play
them?
Until Dawn and poop pants.
Did you play it till then?
No, I don't want to poop my pants.
I haven't played it. I heard it was really good, though.
But anyway, yeah, this is, we talk about game servers and stuff. Now, do you know what one of the bigger differences between this and Game Pass, would you say?
I think it's the price primarily and the inability to download, which I guess is probably going to be very similar to Game Pass.
Plus, I think the PS4 offerings from PS Now are not that great. Like, there's a couple of them, but it's mainly PS3 games.
Yeah.
And Xbox One gets their new first-party games in Game Pass like immediately.
How many PlayStation 2 games?
Which I don't think Sony's going to do.
Yeah,
I don't
Sony's
think
not gonna
I
do
don't
that.
think there's any way that Sony's like, oh yeah, Last of Us 2, we're putting it on PS Now.
Like, they're gonna
I
have
don't
stuff
think it'll
like
ever
right
happen.
there, Killzone Shadowfall. That's
Yeah.
But here's the
PS4
thing:
games.
they don't need to. Like Xbox,
No, they don't need to.
It's one of those things where they're like, yeah, this.
But I don't think
gives you
that
a reason.
Microsoft needs to do it for Halo or Gears, and they're going to do it. Supposedly, too, what Phil Spencer was saying again on the Giant Bomb interview, go watch it. He was saying that what they're noticing with Game Pass is that the people, even though the Game Pass is out there and people are paying $10 to play the games for Game Pass, it's getting more viewership on things like Twitch. So the games are actually selling better above what they're actually forecasting for these games because more people are talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So they may not necessarily go right to Game Pass. They may just be buying it straight out. And their projections for things like Sea of Thieves were actually better than what they were expecting. The sales of State of Decay were actually better than what they were expecting.
so
what were the sales of Sea of Thieves?
at least 12.
No, I think
Blew us out of the water with our expectations.
pun intended.
There you go. We only shipped 2.
No, I think it was like 2 or 3 million. I think, if I'm not mistaken, which is pretty good for a game like that.
I'm very surprised. I mean, they did add a Megalodon, so that's kind of interesting.
Is it going to tie into the Jason Statham movie, The Meg?
Absolutely.
I hope so.
I don't even know what you're talking about. So
there's a movie called The Meg, starring Jason Statham.
Is that the shark one?
Yes.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was called Chomp.
It should be.
Better title. Get on it. So, yeah. How much is this service here? What are they calling this?
PlayStation Now.
Yeah. What is the service price?
At least
ask her.
At
See
least
what she says.
$1.
Get her on the podcast. See if she's available.
How much is a PSNOW subscription?
According to Polygon, PlayStation Now subscriptions cost $19.99 per month, but Sony is bringing back less expensive subscription offerings for a limited time. New subscribers can get their first month for $9.99, and Sony is offering a 1-year subscription priced at $99.99.
So, they're doing a discount one right now for the first month for $9.99.
Sounds like Verizon.
But every other month is $19.99. Xbox still offers $10.
And the $9.99, and this is a limited time thing.
That's a limited time.
But the download thing starts later this year.
We think. We don't know. We have no idea about the download.
I assume.
It's going to happen probably, but...
Well, you know what? I'm not going to say yay or nay yet. I'm just going to say, keep an eye out because it seems interesting.
But it's just...
the price, they got to do something extra for the price. Cause that's,
they have to improve their offerings for PlayStation
and
Now.
that's what's crazy about Game Pass is that they're giving the exclusives the day and date with the launch.
Yeah.
I don't think Sony's going to do that.
Like with Game Pass, I would be okay with paying for Game Pass because you just get all the new stuff and the old stuff. But here you get old stuff, select new stuff,
and
and
it's
on top of your PlayStation Plus subscription. It's like $150 altogether.
Yeah,
for a year.
$60 now for PlayStation.
Yeah, right.
Plus.
Yeah, because it was a little bit cheaper, right? It was $10 cheaper.
It was $50 originally.
So. Yeah, this is interesting. So
the battle continues.
It's interesting because now I feel like Sony's trying to play catch up with their services.
Mm-hmm. But the
thing that bothers me is that if they're saying you can't do backwards compatibility with PS3, which they've said, but you can somehow download a PS3 game right to your system and play it there.
It's emulated.
Then why can't you put the PS3 disc in there?
It's different. Well, you know what it is.
Okay, Mr. Architect. How is it different?
Okay, that's not true. They would have to do what they did.
They'd have to put the disc in and say, "Hey, this is this game."
They would have to do a firmware update for it.
Okay.
So they would have to allow the PlayStation 4 to read the disc, download an emulation of it, like the Xbox does.
Yeah.
With the old games.
But they can do it.
They can do it.
But they won't
do it.
I mean, as far as I know, they can do it. I assume they can do it.
Either way, they're going to have to
I think PlayStation can do a lot of things that they won't do because they're assholes.
I don't have an answer for why they wouldn't do it, but the only thing is it's just they want you to not hunt down old PS3 games. Maybe in their mind, they don't think people are reselling old PS3 games. Maybe they never walked into a GameStop or anywhere.
Maybe because
people sell used games.
Maybe they think it'll increase the sales of PS3 games, and they think that people will buy PS3 games pre-owned rather than directly from them, which I don't think they sell anymore directly.
What's that?
You expecting anybody?
No.
Cheers, Dan.
Why would it could be? But anyway. So, this is interesting. But anyway, let us know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think this is something that has potential to get better? Price drop? I mean, what would put this... I mean, this is over 650 games combined. How much does Game Pass have?
I don't know.
But I mean, they had
an initial amount of 100 titles. But most of those titles are all current.
Yeah.
There's still some backwards compatible stuff, but a lot of them are like newer games within the last 4 to 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So,
interesting.
like Gears is on there.
Like right there, they have Battleborn on the front page. That's not a good sign.
No.
And Sniper Elite, I don't know if that was a big game.
Well, they put Fortnite on there, but they don't want to encourage people.
They don't want people to get mad at them anymore.
Yeah. Maybe that's what they had. This was like the last replacement picture.
Well, yeah.
Anyway.